Hello, my beauties, and welcome back to another stream. I'm Mordheim Chris, and today we will be working on Mordheim's Mordheim boards. As usual, we are working on the third tile out of 4, and we are nearing in on the really fun stages. Today I will be priming. I will continue priming the board and ready it for actually spray painting. I will also be adding some textures, and hopefully we should have time to start painting some of the buildings or the boat. So let's get started. We have lots of stuff to do. I was just testing how the bridge fit, and it is still good, which I'm happy to say. Now I have made a mix off cam. Actually tried to prepare a little bit. It's a mix of black acrylic paint, some wood glue, and a bunch of water. Might be a bit too runny, so I will be adding a little bit of extra black paint to it, and I'm just mixing it up with a brush. This is a cheap big brush. It's 1.5 inch wide or 37 millimeters. Now this mix I primarily want to add to the areas that don't need texture, but I still want them to be kind of covered in this to make the XPS foam easier to spray paint and stuff. Even these areas most likely won't be covered anyway, but I just like it to have this kind of ground, this black priming. As always, if anyone has questions or suggestions or anything that they want to add to the stream, feel free to use the chat. I will answer any and all questions regarding building. We will be adding quite a bit more texture and stuff. I think I will just add a little bit of black paint to this sand as well. Why not? And we can add some texture paints later on. Hey Jelly Moon, good to see you. My faithful protector. You have already banned at least 2 people that I know. Banished the tools. Oh, it's so nice to get rid of the pink. It kind of makes everything just blend together at the moment. So it kind of removes all the details, but we will get those back in no time. And I just really want to get this piece not looking so pink, because it's an eyesore. There we go. Ah, it's so satisfying to see all the... Yeah, it's good that you report them. I had like this spam guy messaging me, and he is gone from Twitch now, which is very nice. And here we go. I'm not sure why I painted the bottom of it. That was very unnecessary. But yeah, let's just move it up a little bit, and I will have to do some stretching. I'll have to suck in my gut to look good on cam, of course, now that I'm a famous celebrity, a Twitch affiliate even. We are just working it into... I just want everything to have this, at least a dark undercoat. It's very distressing to see the pink foam. Now hopefully, if this dries, we might be able to prime it with the dark brown spray paint as well, which would be really nice. What this does is kind of just adds another layer of protection to the board, because it's PVA and acrylic paint mixed together. And like that, I am out of the runny mix. So doesn't look much now, but because it's all black, but it removes all the pink, which I'm very happy with. Oh, a Nightbot, is that like an extension or something? That sounds pretty good. Now I will make a little bit more of the paint mix. I'll just make a thin paint mix and go over the buildings from last time to give them a quick... I want to get into the parts, into the cracks of the buildings, because the last time my mix was really thick and it had a lot of texture. Okay, yeah, Nightbot, that sounds good. I will add that to my long list of stuff I need to do for the channel. I got the tracking for my new mic, so hopefully the new mic should be here for my next stream. I'm getting some of the buildings. I didn't prepare for that, so let's see. As you can see, it's mostly black, but there are still some kind of like cracks and stuff that has the pink foam showing. Trying to get this really wet mix into it, and the wet mix blended together with, or in addition to, I should say, in addition to the spray paint, should get rid of any and all areas that are not covered yet. I think it's turning out pretty good so far. Should be awesome when I'm done with it. Hopefully it's awesome. Yeah, I don't want you to be just reporting stuff, but at the moment the channel isn't. It doesn't attract a lot of bots, luckily. But yeah, if this show is ever expanding, it would be really nice to have something automated, so you don't have to spend time kicking butts. And here we go. I will be picking up another brush. A couple of brushes actually. I want to get it in there. Kind of. There are so many cracks all over the place, and the foam is just such a glaring pink, so it's very, very visible. Hopefully this should solve most of the problems. And like so, we should be done with the first one. Oh, need a smaller brush to really get into these cracks. Even though the paint is wet, it's still kind of iffy to get into the deepest of the deep cracks. I will stop talking about cracks soon, I promise. But, still have a job to do here. Making sure the fish is probably base coated as well. That is the first building. It's all primed. I would actually put it in its correct place. Let me check. Space Marine snipers. Let me check those out. Oh, they look cool. I've seen some conversions with those, with some like almost like ghillie suits and stuff. Yeah, the camo is so cool. Let me check out the orcs. Oh, the odd boys. Yeah, I really like the orc odd boys. They look pretty cool. I'm mixing some more black paint mix, and I'm adding in a little bit PVA just to make sure everything kind of sticks better together. Let's see if it's gonna. Oops, that is a lot of PVA. So it will be real strong, and a dash of water. Oh, that's a lot of water. Great. Just mixing it together with a brush. Oh, now I'm paying attention to the chat and not watching my hands. I got paint all over the place. Oh well, it's a messy work bench anyway. I don't have like a precise way of mixing this. It's kind of, yeah, I do it on the fly. Some of this might not be necessary, to be honest, but I really want the sides and stuff to be not pink. Kind of just looks a bit cleaner, even though it should align with another tile. I just wanted to look good in the meantime. Very, what do you call it? Very vain. Very vain. Now, slapping on some PVA paint mix on the outhouse as well. Want to get that nice and covered. Because why not? It doesn't hold any strategic value on the battlefield, but it holds a special place in all our hearts. Does the outhouse. And like so. Easy peasy. That one is done. And I will get the last walls and get those nice and covered. You had to go for a trip, but I will bring you back. Here we go. This is the wall section with a little bit of the tiny guard post on it. It's not tiny, but it's a small one at least. This one is already really nicely covered, mostly, at least on the outside. There is some areas where there is some pink brickage. Trying to get all that sorted out. And it's really nice to get another layer on top of the shingles because they are kind of flimsy and have a tendency to kind of fall off. And a little randomness is good, but I don't want the entire board to just evaporate when people start playing on it. Here we go, nearing completion. Now I need to get some paint in between the floorboards here. Let's add that to words I can't say. Floorboards. Jesus. English language. What a curse. What a curse. And here we go. Wall is pretty much done so. I will be adding a little bit more to the undersides. This is just as much for stability and making the pieces stick together because I mixed glue in it. It's not necessarily just for priming. It is so that everything gets like a second coating of glue, of PVA glue. But I mix it with the black paint so it kind of does a 2-in-1. And so. And I will be going over the ruins and the cliffs with some texture paint. No, you are not spam. I very much appreciate you, buddy. It's perfect. Absolutely amazing. What would I do without you, Jelly Moon? What would I do without you? I'm really excited, by the way, because there's a new book that was released either today or maybe yesterday. I have it on pre-order on my Audible, and it's by my favorite author. So going to listen to that in hopefully maybe today or at least this week. And it's called The Devils, and it's by an author called Joe Abercrombie. And if it's up to his usual quality, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I really can't wait. Lots of good stuff going on. Now let's plump all the walls down where they are supposed to be. And like so. It's really starting to come to life here. Let's see. Just give me a second, I will pan up. Yeah. Everything is black and dark at the moment, but there is almost no pink left. This is so incredibly satisfying to me. Now let's. There is still some PVA and black paint here, but I will get this stuff out of the way. I will add a little bit of sand and some more glue. I will just add a little bit more of everything, actually. So this mix is wood glue, quite a bit. Why not? Makes the connection stronger. And I will be adding some wall filler. There's a big box of it. I think it's called lightweight wall filler is what I'm using for this. And it's a big tub of it. I think like a spoonful almost. Just slap that into it. That should be fine. And I will be adding some sand and a little bit of paint, and we should be good to go. Yes, the gray. Yes, the wall filler looks like really appalling stuff. It kind of looks like a terrible yogurt mixed with brain matter or something. It's really disgusting. But it's very useful for just applying to texture and stuff. I forgot my sand. I left it somewhere. See. Let's go. Okay. I want quite a bit of texture, so I'm adding a bit of it here. Now we need something to mix it with. If only I had a couple thousand stir sticks, that would be handy. Here we go. Just making a texture mix that I'm going to apply to the cliffs and the bricks, the ruined bricks, and I want to add a little bit onto the riverbed as well. I don't want it to be completely smooth, even though there's a lot of cracks and stuff, but I want it to kind of, yeah. Let's see. Oh, that is nice and thick. Warbands, I just have one complete. I have the Witch Hunters, which is more or less complete, and I've started making a Ostlander warband with some fat drunks, which I can't wait to actually finish. Hey Hobby Bandit, it's going real good today. Finally getting most of it covered in paint, even if it's just priming, it's no longer pink. Let's eliminate all the pink spots first, actually, now that I think of it. Oh, that is really satisfying to me, to get rid of the pink bricks. And this mix also adds a lovely texture. Maybe I will get some more sand in here. Now, don't use your Winsor Newton brushes or like your artist opus brushes for this. It's going to be a complete waste. This wreaks havoc on your brushes. All the sand and the texture and stuff. Yeah, the best part of the crafting is just about to happen. I really enjoy painting and adding vegetation and plants and stuff. That is my absolute favorite stages. This is maybe a close second, getting everything ready. It's not super exciting, but I know what's coming up. Yes, this is. I just cannot wait. So happy to see how this is going to turn out. How is progress on the Mordheim boards? On the new tile, Hobby Bandit? I'm very excited to see your Space Marines and the orcs. Especially the orcs. I love orcs, even if they are space orcs or normal orcs, it doesn't really matter. I love the orcs, Jelly Moon. I want to see what your take on them is. It's going to be amazing, I'm sure. Here, now we are. I have to kind of flip the board around to get into all the other parts later on. For now, it's fine. Okay, yeah, well, that is the thing about growing up and doing hobbies. It's not always easy to put in as much time as you want. It makes it even sweeter when you finally have some time. When I didn't have the studio, when I was working on the boards at home, I learned how to kind of, even if I just had 15 minutes, I would still do hobby stuff in periods when I didn't have a lot of time. Because even 15 minutes, it was some progress, even if it was just cutting coffee stir sticks to size or making some more shingles. Just every little thing kind of helps. Oh yes, the lights, I absolutely agree. They look amazing. They look amazing. I saw that MS Terrain Lab posted some new pictures of his entire board in the dark with the lights on. Kind of makes me almost envious. It feels like what I'm making is kind of child's play compared to his stuff, but it's something to work towards, I guess. It's like I try to improve. I know that I am no expert, but I'm better at making terrain now than I was when I started doing the first board. I've learned a lot of stuff. So just getting more experience and learning new techniques, learning some effective shortcuts here and there, and kind of just accepting that you don't have to make master level terrain to be happy with the work you've done. Everyone can't make stuff like MS Terrain Lab does. That is fine. No, I don't have a full board. MS Terrain Lab has a full board. This is the first thing I have ever made, like hobby-wise, crafting-wise. I wish I had another full board. That would be really, really nice. But just forcing the brush in there. It's, I put like this kind of soft felt things under the table, so it's kind of smooth to work, to move around. It's not super smooth though, but I don't want it to be sliding around like crazy either. I will have to add a little bit more water to the mix. It's getting bit too thick. And I can see that there are some ugly parts on the bricks here, so I will be doing some makeup later on. Yes, MS Terrain Lab is in his own league, and there is also another guy, I think he is from Germany, called The Damned City, and he makes I don't think he has made like a full board yet, but some of the he makes like single buildings that are absolutely amazing. I do have some hobby goals, and don't get me wrong, when I saw your tile as well, I get really inspired, and I think that I have to kind of improve. I don't want to be left behind by everyone else. I kind of want to learn techniques from them and get inspiration, see what they do, kind of try to mix it all together and put my own touch on it. It's not a competition. It's not like I'm obsessing over making cooler stuff than other people. It's it's like a good kind of competition, I guess. It's not an official one, but I think everyone, when people improve, they kind of inspire others to improve as well. That has this positive ring effect that spreads out and makes everyone just a little bit better at the hobby, which I think is positive. You get cooler boards, you get easy techniques, good techniques to use that everyone can access, all that kind of stuff, which is mighty fine in my opinion. Not sure what I'm doing with my timer right now, trying to kind of get some more paint on the mooring, but it should be fine already. Hey Avalia, I'm happy that the ads are looking good. Good looking ads is what I'm all about. I can feel my bank account getting filled to the brim already. No, I do. I don't like ads myself, but then again, if I'm watching someone do stuff on YouTube or Twitch, I really don't mind to watch some ads here and there myself, even though they can get kind of annoying. Let's see. I don't think the service is cheap to host exactly. I'm not sure how they can do this many streams at once. To me, it seems like some kind of crazy magic. I can't even imagine the server parks and the computer power that goes behind something like Twitch or YouTube, all that kind of stuff. I felt like at one point I kind of got technology, like, but now it has expanded so rapidly. I guess I'm kind of left behind. Oh, did I get more bits? No, really? Did I miss any bits? I'm not sure. I'm kind of lagging behind on the chat and everything, so my apologies for that. Oh, yeah, I got 10 yesterday. Yes, I know. I've been still riding high on the 10 bits. I have, of course, I have already quit my job. I have ordered a new car, upgraded the kitchen and the bathroom. I'm kind of a big deal, you know. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, Hobby Bandit. Sounds like a good plan indeed. Trying to improve, try some new stuff, new techniques on every tile. Sometimes it won't work. Point in case, I tried to make these archer targets, and well, they didn't turn out quite how I wanted them. But I will go back and see if I can make some improvements to them later on. So hopefully I will come up with something that works. That doesn't take too long to make, and is still nice to look at. And I would really like to kind of like do some mini tutorials as I go when I learn stuff. It's kind of, I think it's kind of fun to do some live tutorials if people want to know how stuff was made. We have actually had some people ask questions during the streams. That is. If you told me 2 years ago that people would be asking me questions on a live stream or just like in general, I don't know if I would have believed you, to be honest. I was really struggling to get started on the first tile. I don't know how many hours I spent just staring at the tile and not knowing where to begin. And luckily at one point I just started making stuff and kind of glued it down, and I was, yeah, just went from there, I guess. This tile was actually surprisingly easy to put together. I'm not sure if it's experience or if it's kind of just it just came together a lot easier than the first 2 tiles. And I still have some. Oh, this is very erotic. Please, any female watcher, look away. This is very inappropriate and highly sensual stuff. But now we have completely covered the pink hole, so you can open your eyes again. And there we go. Everything should be primed. And I need it to kind of dry. Actually, I think I want to add a bit more texture to this side. Now that I have everything kind of mixed together already. I do not have an airbrush. Oh, gee. Jesus Christ. I didn't get that on cam. Oh my god, that was a... I think it was the inappropriate filling of the pink hole previously. Because this... I just exploded. Oh my god. A total mess. A total mess. Let me clean this off. Oh, that wasn't good at all. Oh. Let's see if we can get back to working and chat. I would really like a paint gun or airbrush. An airbrush would be awesome, but I don't have one yet, and I'm kind of deathly afraid of them because of all the cleaning and stuff you have to do. My airbrush would probably be clogged 90% of the time. Okay, now after the mishap, I will just trying to add a little bit of some sand texture here and there, as they say, and just trying to dab it some places. Not sure, don't want to make an exact pattern of it. I think I will have to add even more sand to the mix. I kind of, oh yeah, there we go. There's no in between. It's either not enough or full speed ahead. Yeah, maybe I should get an airbrush. It would speed up some of the process a lot, I guess. But I really like to paint them by hand as well. I really enjoy dry brushing and that kind of stuff. So now I have this too thick mix. Let's scoop it up. Get some water in here, and we should be good to go. Oh, this is what a nightmare. It's a nightmare mix. I don't... This is unusable. I will go and throw this out, and I will be back in a few moments. Okay, so I got rid of most of the liquid, And I still have a little bit of nice mix. When I say nice mix, I mean a disgusting mix left. But let's see if we can't save this thing here. Okay, this is a really thick sludge now, and I will be adding some of it to areas like some of the cobblestones. I will be adding a bit. I'm trying not to cover the brick texture too much. I'll add a little bit more to the cliffs, because why not? And add some at the edges where I kind of imagine more sand and goop would kind of gather. And adding some kind of like almost like clumps to get a bit of difference in the dirt as well, so it's not completely flat. Though flat is really good for figure stability, but I want it to kind of to look like there is some variation in the dirt as well. Yeah, maybe I will put it on my my future wish list, the airbrush. It will, if I just learn how to use it correctly, it should be a great boon to building stuff. I just need to stop being such a scared little pussy about the airbrush, I guess. Now we are starting to look pretty decent in my eyes. It's really hard for you guys to see, unfortunately, but I'm kind of building up some texture here and there, especially, like I said, on the edges and stuff, where I kind of imagine more sand and dirt getting not gathered, but where it ends up, kind of. And like so. This place is looking really gross and kind of messy. And like so. Should be fine. Oh, sorry, forgot about the cam. My brushes need to take a well-deserved bath, so they won't be completely ruined. Need to refill my water bottle as well. We have. I'll just put the brushes to the side for at least a moment. Now I kind of need to start priming some stuff, actually. Usually I would do the priming in a separate room, but I think we should be able to do it here, no problem. I will get to the rattle can, and we will get the boat primed at least, and if we are lucky, some other pieces will have mostly dried as well, so we can start priming. The board is still way too wet to be primed. Be right back. Cleaning, okay, with normal water. Okay, that is that doesn't sound too scary. Doesn't sound too scary at all. Let's get some stuff out of the way. I'm using a Liquitex spray. It is raw umber, which is a really nice dark brown color. Now this, it's not as toxic. It doesn't have a lot of toxins in it. So it's actually much better to use indoors. And I am in a really big airy room, so I would not suggest doing this in a small unventilated room. But this room is gigantic. So let's see how this will work out. It's already taking shape. It looks kind of light brown at the moment, but when it dries a really dark brown. Well, the foam, this is the only foam that is exposed here. And the rest of the foam is covered in PVA glue and stuff. So it shouldn't really matter. Liquitex, I don't like 10 euros a can, maybe 12 euros a can, something like that. I don't know. I will try to avoid the foam. It might be melting. I don't really remember if the Liquitex melts the foam or not. I don't think it does actually. I will be careful not to test my luck. It's, now it is already shaping up quite nicely. Hooray! We have a boat. That's pretty good. Let's just spray paint the mooring. I'm having too much fun. It's already taking shape. So happy to add some colors to the board now. Let's paint the horse needs to be brown. So does the barrel. Got some wood here. Yeah, I'm running mad with colors now. This is very satisfying. to finally see some colors on the table. It's not looking too bad, is it? 85, oh yeah, that is quite a lot cheaper. I kind of buy Liquitex because it's easily available, and I really like how it works. I like the colors, and I really like that it doesn't have as many chemicals in it. So you can kind of use it indoors without killing yourself. And let's see, I think, I will break this part if I'm not careful. This one should be ready for a little bit of priming. Now I'm not sure if I should prime the walls or the bricks as well with this and kind of dry brush it up with gray. I did it on the guardhouse and it looked pretty damn good. So maybe I will keep it simple. If not, I can go back with a light gray spray and go over it. Everything is kind of tipping over. Look at that, it's coming to life. It really is coming to life. I don't have to cover absolutely everything because a lot of it is it's primed black, so some of it will just kind of look like it's more in shadows. Kind of let the black paint work for you. So I have to make sure that the insides of the roofs and everything is hit with the undercoat. And yes, in the name of the crafting god, let paint bring life to the board. I couldn't say it better myself. Maybe that's because I don't know how to speak English. Or maybe those were really good words, Jelly Moon. Who knows? Here we go. Sometimes it's so hard to get all the angles. I think we can bring this back. Why don't zenithal? I don't know. I just I'm not sure if I don't know. I just don't do it. I'm not sure if I think it's worth it the way I paint them, or just never really tried it. I don't know. I really don't know. It's it does give some natural highlights and stuff, but I'm not sure. Don't know. Maybe I should do that going forward, but the rest of the board has not been using Zenithal, so it's kind of, I'm afraid that if I use it now, it will kind of look different than the rest of the board, if that makes sense. I do it if I paint the miniatures and stuff, but I haven't been using it for terrain. Now we have the wall done. You have to remember I'm a bit of a sloppy dude and a sloppy hobby man. Things are a bit, oops. They are a bit sloppy at times. That is kind of just the way of it. Now, it's well, it's not looking amazing, but it is taking shape. Now it's time to spray the outhouse. Oh. Tipped over. Let's see. Here we go. Can't wait for this to dry. It kind of dries quickly, the Liquitex sprays, but I'm not sure if I should start painting them today. Might be too much of a risk. Yes, there has been a brownout in the outhouse for sure. Do you do Zenithals for all your buildings when you make terrain, Hobby Bandit? I will go open one of the windows. Be right back. Well, it is very fitting with the spray can, you know. That is why the perfect ad placement. Now let's see if we can't get some paint on the inside here. Now, if we have any new viewers watching at the moment, we are currently making a war gaming terrain board from scratch. We are on the third tile out of 4. We're making some pretty decent progress. We are currently priming and base coating the buildings and the board for the next step, which is kind of painting and adding vegetation and all that fun stuff. Now, let's see. I'll have to go over this building a couple of times to make sure I haven't. Yeah, that was a good decision. I can already see. It's so easy for there to be like some small cracks that you haven't kind of quite gotten to. I really like working with the spray cans. It's, I think it's very satisfying for some reason. Even though an airbrush would be much more precise, easier to kind of switch colors on the go, can build up more precise layers, etc., etc. Well, it's kind of nice to know that you can build stuff that looks quite good even if you don't have all the equipment. A rattle can still do a lot of work for you. Now we have the cliff. Let's add some color to this as well. I just leave some spots of black showing through here and there to kind of give the color some variation. Oh, thank you so much. Is there a Mordheim Discord? I really didn't know. I thought it was just a Facebook group. Now let's. I want to get these pieces out, and I want to. I think I want to spray the riverbed with the same brown color, and the other dirt I will be using a more red color for the ground. I'm not sure if it's my favorite combination, but it is what I have been using on the other tiles, so I will keep on doing that. And thank you so much, Hobby Bandit, for sharing the channel. I try to promote myself every now and then, but I don't want to kind of be bothering people and pestering them all the time with my Twitch. Because I'm always afraid that people will get really sick and tired of me. This clay kind of dries in this gray color, which I don't mind at all. So I'll try to kind of just leave some shining through here and there, kind of like with the black earlier. I don't mind some of the other colors showing through. Oh, need to rattle it up. Oh shit. It's nearing the end of this rattle can's life. I can feel it. Oh no. Well, F in chat for the rattle can. F in chat for rattle can, please. It is now dead. Poor thing. I will go back and add some. I will go back and add some later. Now I'm using the burnt sienna. Is the name of the color that I use for pretty much the ground and the dirt. Let's see how this looks. It's still kind of wet, but I will take my chances. This burnt sienna is kind of it's a warm brown. Oh, it is. Let's see. Oh, there we go. As you can see, it's kind of reddish. Oh shit! Yeah. It kind of looks like a lot at the moment, but when you wash it and you dry brush it, it looks quite good, and because of the warmth, it kind of plays well off the cold bricks. I kind of like that combination of colors. It's looking kind of extreme at the moment, but it will even out. At least in my experience, it has on the other boards. Or maybe I should get a new recipe, but I will keep it the same for these tiles at least. I don't want to change it halfway through. Have a little dash there, maybe I can add a little bit here and there, just to kind of break up. Oh, so sorry about that. To break up the other colors. And I will add a little bit to the cliffs here. And I will go over with some raw umber again. Just to kind of to blend it together. This looks like it's like a Mars terrain or something at the moment because of the burnt sienna. So it is, if we want to make like a Mars terrain or anything like that, it is a pretty good color for that. I forgot to add some dashes here. So I will be doing that. And I will go get another can of the raw umber, which is sadly done. And here we go, a brand new rattle can of Liquitex raw umber. Let's see. Oh. Just gotta put it in. Let's see if we can't get any. There we go. I shouldn't mix it when it's still wet, I can tell you that much. So I will leave the raw umber out for a little while. So now we got the boat. The boat is supposed to go like so, and I will. Oh, the dirt is looking really red, but that's gotta trust the process. Got the bridge coming in like so. I want the riverbed to be this kind of light brown, light grayish brown, and I think it should look good together with the rest of the terrain board. I still have to make a kind of a platform to make this even with the, but I think I have to do that after everything else is done. You asked if I senatilled, and I said I didn't, and I don't have any good reason really, because I try to always do senatils when I paint miniatures, but for some reason I haven't used it while doing buildings. I asked you as well if you use it for everything when you do terrain, or if it's just buildings, or what are your experiences with senatils, highlights, and terrain building? I would love to know. Maybe it's just laziness, I don't know. I never considered doing it. Oh, you did? That message did not show. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't get the step-by-step. I'm really sorry. I'm not sure if you exceeded like a maximum length of message. Or maybe it was just too spicy. The advice was just too spicy. Now let's see. I will add some more bits to the board just to see how it's coming along. I think it's going to look really good. Let's see. Oh yeah, you just dry brushed the senethal. Yeah, that is really easy. I will be adding that in the future. I will. There's kind of no point of not doing it. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of resources, like money-wise, or even you don't have to concentrate. It's nice and easy and relaxing to do. Okay, so this is kind of how the board is shaping up so far. I'll remove this one. I think it will be a pretty kick-ass board. Yeah, yes, it is way faster painting terrain, doing the senethals than doing miniatures. Oh yeah, you do watered down paints. Yeah, maybe. Do you use the airbrush, or do you use a regular brush for that? I just have to quench my thirst and get some Oh, sorry. Get some energy. I'm really tired today. Okay, so now I'm not sure if I kind of painted myself in a corner yet again, but this time it's I kind of have to wait for all the priming to actually dry, because I can't start dry brushing or do anything before that step is done. I think it is shaping up nicely. I will remove this stupid water bottle. It's, yeah, quite happy with it. Well, I'm not at my house. I'm at my studio, so I don't have any hairbrushes available, I'm afraid. But I might be buying one of those. It's not a hair dryer, but it's just like an industrial dryer that's designed for kind of drying paints and glue and all that kind of stuff. Now, I really want to start painting the boat. Want to kind of get the feeling of it. The mast, it should have been roughened up, so I will have to try to paint the streakings on it. It shouldn't be impossible at all, but it is a little bit of extra work. And maybe let's see if I have anything else that I can do or build at the moment. Let's see. Maybe I can make another training dummy. I have one already. It's this guy. Let's see if I can actually zoom in. I'm not sure if he deserves being zoomed in on. I just made like this really simple looking, like someone just threw him together, like a very basic trading dummy. It's like some straw and just a wooden sword and a shield and a Bretonian helmet. I'm not sure if I want to make more of those. I think they are fun enough, but I just really want to paint. That is what I want to do. I know that we have to at least cover this part with a little bit more of the raw umber. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of color variation here and there, like so. Should be fine. No googly eyes. I don't have any googly eyes. If not, I would of course put googly eyes on the training dummy. I'm not sure if you want to build a training dummy, or I will remove these gloves for now. Training dummy, or maybe I should repaint. Let's see. I have the bottom. Oh, this is of course full of crap. the bricks on this building do not look very good. So I think I should just grab some paints and redo that, because I tried to add some different colors, but it didn't work at all. Yes, it would look really silly. It would, but it's kind of fun to sneak in some silly stuff here and there. For some reason, and I can't explain why, but I primed. I think I remember now, but I did have some red paint just laying around, and I thought I'm going to save some money by priming this in red paint instead of the usual black. It's one of my worst decisions. Yeah, Tourette's for bad ideas. I know that feeling. I have had quite a lot of them myself. So yeah, the bricks don't look very good on this piece. So I will go over and paint it. I will paint it in a gray, a nicer gray. Hopefully. Let's see. I need to find my paints again. Now I can't find my gray paint for some reason, but I do believe we can mix some colors and make ourselves a gray. Now, children, what can we mix to get gray? Well, I will tell you. If you use titanium white and black, Mars black, we will get gray, and then I will add a little bit of burnt umber to kind of give it a little bit more warmth. It is air drying clay, and I used PVA glue before I kind of attached it, so it fits a little bit better. It is the old MS Terrain Lab trick. It is quite easy, and I think it looks really good. Just to take a bit more time than just applying a Mod Podge to the wall, but you get the nice cracks and stuff, and it looks really nice. I'm not adding any PVA glue to this paint mix, because I just want it to be paint for once. And now let's start mixing it together and see if I'm happy with the gray color. Looks pretty good, actually. I will just add a tiny dash of burnt umber. Come on, my friend. You know you want to go in there, like so. That didn't make any noticeable difference, but it made me feel more like an artist. Talking about warm colors and stuff, that is what the high-level artists do. My workspace is really starting to get cluttered because I have a lot of stuff done today. I'll grab my dirty brush. It might still have some sand and crap on it, but no worries. Okay, it is easy. Let's see. Just give me a quick second. This is instant tutorial. So I have this building that I kind of messed up. So what I would do is first add just a little bit of, let's see, this is the exploded PVA bottle. So I will just grab some of the PVA glue from it, like so, and you kind of just add it like so. It's glue. You probably know how to glue. Add a bunch of glue to the area that you want the clay to stick to, because it's kind of slippery if not. And then, let's see, next step, which is also the final step. You get some clay. This is air drying clay. It's from Denmark. It's called Søstrene. And just grab a little bit of it, and I prefer to flatten it before I apply it. Then all you do is kind of press it down. It's easy to shape with your fingers, but you get really dirty, so if you have gloves, that is better. And if you want to smooth it out, simply if you dab your fingers in water, because it's clay, it's super easy to kind of smooth and work with. And just press it the way you want. Now, if you just leave it like this, it will crack naturally and at random. But if you want to kind of ensure that it's cracking, you can kind of help or force the process with the kind of, I would not use toothpicks, I would use something sharper. But if you start making like a small line, it will crack even further. But it will still like naturally crack other places as well. And that is pretty much all of it. Oh, we have Transcendent Cornfield K, and he is trying to sell me some cheap viewers. Well, joke's on him. I already have really cheap viewers. They are in fact free. I'm not calling you cheap, like that you're not throwing bits at me. I'm calling you cheap as I don't have to pay you to stay here. Was that an easy explanation, Hobby Bandit? As you can see, I think this one I kind of forced, but like the small ones kind of created themselves. And it's like, oh, sorry. It's the same, all of these are kind of just natural from the clay. And here you can see some, this one I did kind of overdo. But it kind of looks like it has been like sliced or damaged by some creature or something. So it's not a complete waste. But you see all the others, like tiny cracks, that they are made naturally from the air clay. Yeah, well, it's not that big a deal. Stupid bots, they will be back to haunt us anyway. Now, I kind of forgot what I was doing here. We are painting this, redoing the first floor. Let's see. Might be a bit too dark, I don't know. I think that looks fine. I will add some, I will do a brown wash and some green washes. I will do a bunch of washes to make sure it looks more interesting. I think this should be a perfectly fine base for... God damn it. Put my finger in paint. Oh well. I don't really don't like the brown and the kind of yellowish bricks. It wasn't a very good plan at all, but it was worth a try, I guess. I don't go back and fix stuff because I'm kind of lazy, and well, that is my only excuse. I'm kind of lazy, but I couldn't let this pass. It was too egregious in my eyes. It didn't fit with the rest of the board. What's up? Hello, Dismantled. You just missed a bot, but we now have 2 moderators in the chat, so you have to be extremely careful. No, I don't think you have to be careful with anything. I have sprayed it directly with a rattle can, and I also just painted directly onto it, and both seem to work nicely. I have been using the Liquitex sprays though, but I don't think the spray cans can melt it or do anything. It's clay, so it's kind of hard and it doesn't take chemicals to it, as far as I know. Okay, yeah, I'm very happy that I did this. I didn't like the old bricks, and I think this should be a big improvement. I'm not super tidy with this. I don't have to cover it all, really. If some of the old color sticks shines through, that is perfectly alright. Well, okay, yes, I'm very happy that I did it. Yeah, this looks a lot better in my eyes. At least when I get it finally done and painted up. Now, as I already have a little bit of gray paint on the brush, let's see if we can't start kind of just applying a little bit of paint to the cliffs. Another sword for the Lord of the Board, yes. And you're so welcome, Hobby Bandit. It is not my technique, really, but I'm happy to share it with anyone. It's really very easy. Yeah. Let's go and let's just build up a little bit of gray. Yes. Okay, this is... I really like when you have the kind of gray, almost bluish color hue of the gray, and you get a little bit of that really warm sienna color. I really like that. Now I will be muting it a little bit because it looks kind of extreme at the moment, but yeah, I kind of like that. It's so easy, just a few like taps of the brush and the stone kind of comes to life. And same with the bricks. Now this is a really fun and rewarding part of the build, in my opinion. Just dry brushing. I get most of it off. It's not as important as when you're doing miniatures because you don't have to be super precise. And irregularities kind of works in your favor, but you don't want like some of the stone being super gray while the other is not, kind of. Dry brushing it over and trying to leave some of the areas are still wet and they kind of blend together. I'm not sure if it's going to bite me in the ass later on, but I'm taking my chances. It should probably look just fine. I have to go underneath to add a little bit of, just in case someone is inspecting my handiwork later on. Hopefully they won't. I'm petrified. Well, I didn't know you were such a poet, Jelly Moon. Have you had a career in lyrical writing before, maybe? Come on, stupid. There we go. Just dry brushing, picking out some the few stones that I have put down here. Trying to kind of give some of the sand and stuff a bit of a gray hue, which I probably will paint over later on, but it's nice to just have a little bit of color variation here and there. That's what I'm trying to say. And here we have, oh yeah, when it mixes with some the still drying spray can paint, it kind of just darkens it. So it's no biggie. Nothing I do is really very precise. Trying to pick out a little bit stuff here and there. This area is looking really wet, so I think I will stay out of that. I'm afraid of it. This is the forgotten part of the board, which is kind of like the entrance from this side across the bridge. Just building up a little bit of gray and keeping quite a lot of the brown still showing through. And yeah, same here, adding some gray. Maybe you can just adding a little bit here and there. You do have the Aspergers. Well, those are some mighty fine burgers, my friend. It's oh, sorry. Oh, yes. You might just be a poet and you absolutely don't know it yet. Light gets autism, yeah. Well, it is. I think it's being normalized and people understand it a lot better these days than they used to do, which I think is good. I don't want people to go through life feeling that something is wrong with them and that no one actually understands them, which is kind of really sad in my eyes if anyone has to do that. So I think, yeah, well, I'm not autistic myself, but at least in my kind of experience or from what I read, life should at least be a little bit easier for people with autism these days, which I think is great. I really don't like people feeling like left out of society and stuff. I would much rather people feel included and happy and being able to be themselves. Which it's not the same at all, but it's kind of like just being a nerd today, liking nerd stuff, is so much easier. If you were doing this like 30 years ago, I think I would be ostracized from society just because it's like really weird stuff to do according to like regular society or normal people. The normies. Not that I'm pretty much like a normie myself, but I do all of my hobbies and stuff are really kind of like the nerdy geeky stuff. Yeah, take care, Hobby Bandit. I will keep Instagram posted, and I can't wait to see more of your stuff. Very nice to talk to you again, and hope to see you around in the future, man. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, remember the rubber ducks. They are essential for the bathing experience. Let's see. I think it's coming together now. Now I'm using a darker gray on the cliffs. At least that's what I was intending to do. And I will go a bit lighter for the bricks to kind of differentiate the kind of the different kind of stone, so not to make everything appear the same, because that's kind of boring with like stone and more stone. So kind of to make it more interesting, I think I will go a bit lighter with the bricks. So okay, I have done some dark bricks here and there and on the other house, but that's perfectly fine. They are not directly linked to the cliffs. So it should be fine. Hopefully it will be fine. I don't think anyone will actually know this, so of course it will be fine, but see how we Bandit. Thank you, Jelly. I think it's. I think the stone, the cliffs are going to look very interesting when I'm actually done with all the colors, and I do like that some of them are a bit warmer. It has like the different kind of color variations. I will add some washes and stuff. Hopefully, it should make it look even better. Now I will add a slight tiny dash of white to the mix, and let's start doing some brickwork. So I want to kind of get the outline of how this is going to look, and I kind of want to start doing a little bit of work on the riverbed as well. I don't have a recipe for the riverbed, so I don't know how it's going to look. Maybe I will do even a little bit lighter. Okay, too stingy with the. Come on, there we go. Adding a little bit extra white to this mix. Hopefully it should. Yeah, it will turn out. It's not that important. There's no reason when you're doing this to kind of wreck your brain or anything. It's so easy to kind of change the colors as you go. You can do washes, you can do different dry brushes and stuff. I do get the liquid text from Claes Olsson. Yes, Claes Olsson in Norway sells both liquid text acrylic paints and the rattle cans. Okay, so let's. I'm not sure if it's a lot different from the cliffs, but it should be fine. At the top here, I just leave a lot of the browns to kind of make it like some dirty water or some stuff maybe have been pouring down, and it gives it like this nice shadowy effect. I think this is the texture and the bricks. They are picking up the dry brushing real nice. I can feel that the primer has not completely dried because it's kind of sticking to my fingers, but that is, I don't mind. It's fine. It won't fall off or anything. This is what a pleasure to watch your pink crap become this beautiful, beautiful ruined building. Absolutely amazing in my eyes. So happy with this. So happy. Now, as usual, I will probably go over this with the cream mix to highlight, to kind of blend everything together. And let's see if maybe I should make a section kind of brown there in the middle. If you want to make any area like lighter or grayer, just go over it more times, and it will just slowly build up as more paint leaves the brush and attaches to the texture. So I think that looks pretty good for that side. I think this looks way better than it has any right to do, because it's so easy to do, and the results are pretty damn good in my eyes. Pretty damn good. Well, let's see if we can't. Oh. There's quite a lot of paint still on the brush. Just spread it all over, and it shouldn't be a problem for long. And here we go. I kind of like this building with the ruined. Hey TQ Batman, welcome back. Nice to see you again, buddy. We are finally in the putting paint on the board stage. So everything is starting to kind of come together as we speak. At the moment I'm doing some dry brushing on one of the guardhouse, or the gates I should say. The gates with a tiny guardhouse on top. And I don't want to cover absolutely everything. I try to keep some of the brown undercoat still shining through, and in the corners and stuff I wanted to kind of give it some nice shadowing and some kind of like make it look dirty and filthy and worn out. I think it's starting to come together real nice as we're adding. Oh no, I'm not sure if you can tell, but there is a pink enemy that is shining through, but I will go back and fix that later. It's an easy fix, it's just a bit annoying is what it is. Here we go. I'm trying to add some more light on the top bricks, like there's the sun is hitting them. I'm not doing a lot of it because it's terrain. It's not a golden demon entry. And you don't have to do it perfect. As long as you do it, as long as it's good, that is fine by me. Thank you, TQ. I really appreciate it. I'm very happy so far with how it's coming along. The uneven bricks, it is a lot of work to put down individual bricks, but in my eyes it pays dividends when you start dry brushing it, and yeah. I'm not a very thorough guy at all. and I do like shortcuts, but I also really like how the bricks look when they are put down individually. I think that should be all the bricks for this wall. Trying to add a little bit on the inside and stuff. It doesn't matter if there's a lot of brown still. It is kind of really, it is a bit similar to the rock below, but that I'll just have to live with it. There we go. We got more bricks to paint. I kind of want to start highlighting as well, but I think I should stick to my original plan and not get carried away and do one color at a time. So here you can see I did have a bit too much paint on the brush, but it doesn't really matter at all. It kind of looks a bit lighter, almost more worn, like it's been kind of chipped at. There's quite a lot of texture in this area, so I will keep that more brown. There's a bit more sand and stuff there. So I like to imagine, like maybe something hit it, or yeah. This is the beauty of making terrain. Simple techniques like dry brushing. It's almost thoughtless or mindless, but it produces some really good results in my eyes. You found nothing? What were you looking for? Did you have anything in mind? That is, it's very sad. No supplies. I can't believe it. You live in the UK, don't you, TQ? If I remember correctly. I really should remember. I don't have enough regulars to start mixing them up, to be honest. I am a bit of a scatterbrain, and I'm usually staring at some bricks or some terrain, not always the chat. Oh, but that is good. Cardboard straws, they can be excellent. You're making the Rohan stuff for Lord of the Rings, right? I think it's all coming back to me now. If you are being real thrifty, you can grab some coffee stir sticks when you're like at 7-Eleven and stuff. Kind of just stockpile a bunch of free free shit as you go through life. And the cardboard straws are, if they are good quality or like sturdy cardboard straws, they can be absolutely amazing. No joke, no joke. And like so, another wall, another brick wall done. This is. I'm going to destroy this piece at one point. I just know it. Oh, I kind of forgot to add paint to the top bricks. That's embarrassing. And like so. And I will get a. You can, I don't think you're allowed to steal the cork coasters, but Jelly Moon, he's a resident bad boy of the chat, so he will give you the street advice that I don't dare to give. Lots of sawdust. What kind of bar or pub are you going to, TQ? I don't think I've ever been in a pub or bar, or any establishment for that matter, that has a lot of sawdust in it. Or am I... Did I lose the plot at any point here? And here we go. It's I like it. I like it so far. I think going with the brown undercoat and then highlighting up with the gray works out really nicely. I will have to do something for the sand or the gravel here. I'm not doing it all gray. I will add a little bit of gray here. I will have to use some other colors as well to highlight it up. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, now I get it. The spittoons, yes, I do remember. Chewing tobacco, and there's always a brawl at those saloons in my experience. Maybe someone is cheating at cards. The piano man is hiding, or the bartender is at any rate. Man, that has me thinking of Deadwood, the TV show. One of my absolute favorite shows of all time. It's so good. I haven't watched it proper in 10 years or so. It's been quite a while. But that show is very, very good. Are you throwing shade at Yorkshire? I'm always scared to say all the Shire, Chester, all of those kind of English names, because I think I always get them wrong. You have to remember, TQ, Okay, well, that's fair, TQ. But Jelly and me both, we are bumpkins from the Scandinavian provinces, where we don't know if Yorkshire is a rural place or a backwoods place or anything. Yeah, the Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, Worcestershire sauce. How that might be one of the most difficult things to say. Apart from suggestions, of course, which is in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the most difficult word to pronounce, as voted by Mordheim at least. Oh, adding some colors to the cliff. I kind of forgot to spray paint it with a reddish color, but we will endure. We will survive. It should be fine. Can't wait to take a picture of this and put it on Instagram. Actually, there's been some nice progress the last couple of streams, and it should look mighty fine. Yes, check this out. Looking good. Looking good. Worcester. How is that pronounced? Worcester. There's. Do you guys just love? Do you have like an excess of vowels and consonants? So like, oh, we have 7 spare consonants. Why not just throw it into this Worcester place? Oh, this is, well, I see. You have to use it on something. Oh, that kind of makes sense. That does kind of make sense. Look at this mighty cliff. If you ever visit Denmark, you have to travel to the highest mountain, Himmelbjerget, which translates to the mountain of the heavens, which is they do have a great sense of humor in Denmark. It's not a very, I think it's just 100 meters or so above the sea level, but it is the highest point in all of Denmark, which is a supremely flat country. I am just tooting my own horn today, but I'm very happy with how all the rock stuff turned out today. It's just about slightly higher than 4 meters tall, but it's not by much. When you're at the top, you kind of don't realize it because you haven't traveled very far before you're at the top. You won't go anywhere you can't pronounce. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that is the best travel advice I would give anyone, but it's your life, your rules, I guess. It kind of excludes a lot of places in Asia, at least. It even excludes some. For me, there are some places in Norway that I don't know how to pronounce because they are kind of like in the old. Like native Norwegian tongue, like the Sami people. They have some really weird names for places that I don't know how to pronounce. There are even major cities that I can't pronounce because I don't have a speech impediment, but I do mispronounce one of the sounds in the Norwegian language. Kind of drives. Well, it used to drive the wife nuts, but she's. I think she's over it now. Now this cliff is also done with the first basing. Plonk it back here. And I will do a little bit of dry brushing on, because the outhouse, the shit house, also has a little bit of stone on it. It's not a lot, but why not do it at the same time? Okay, it doesn't really look great when it's just a few rocks, but it does has a little bit of color now. That's fine. It's good. Oh, Wales. Wales is pretty much a nightmare for hard to pronounce places. Let's see. I think I will try to add some paint, some gray here as well. It kind of looks a bit wet. Hopefully it won't be too bad. It looks kind of fine. My mantra or a main excuse, depending on how you look at it, is perfection is the enemy of good. Anyway, so let's try to just keep it moving. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it's good, that is good enough. Now, I'm not sure if I want to start dry brushing some wood. That would be a good idea. At least I would like to do it. But I kind of also want to lock down or try to find a nice recipe for the riverbed. Kind of conflicted. I want to put some. I would really like to put down some colors here. Oh no! I completely forgot about all the. We have some more grays to put down. There is a lot of cobblestones left. I kind of forgot about it. Yeah, we have a guy from Iceland at work. A lot of the words are very similar to Norwegian, and some are very different, to say the least. Now, let's try to pick out. I'll try to pick it out on cam as well. I have to get up to do this. You're welcome. This is a very hard job to do. Requires physical conditioning. Standing up, that is. Let's see. And we will... I think they kind of look a bit too bright, but that might be because of the very vibrant brown colors next to it. And I will be adding washes and stuff to kind of pick out the lines in the cobblestones, and it will also mute the cobblestone, so it should look pretty good when we're done with it. You kind of have to trust the process as you go with this. If you get panicky while you're doing this, you will never get anything done, because these terrain boards, they kind of look like crap while you're making them. And at the end, it kind of just ties together and ends up being something that doesn't look like shit. See, can you? Yes. Should be able to see. It is just dry brushing, gray colors. Now we have the cobblestone roads kind of picked out. I'll add a little bit more here and there. It's here we go, looking mighty fine. Kind of just pressing the brush down to give it this kind of sporadic patterns, kind of here and there. Do a little bit of that on the stone, as on the cliffs as well. This color is a bit lighter than what I used previously on the cliffs. I'm not going to do it as a dry brush. I'm just picking out some random spots to kind of give it like a splash of a bit brighter grays. Might not ever matter, but let's just try. Adding raindrops, well, kind of raindrops, they are kind of like mid-air. That I don't know how I would do that, but to kind of have just some wet, like some puddles and stuff should be doable. But you kind of need some resin to do that. I haven't worked with it previously, but I'm considering making some resin puddles for the dried out riverbed, to have like a few spots with a little bit of moisture still left in the river. At least that is the plan, if I can get it to work the way I want to. Now we can return that. Yeah, you do have some, you can make some glossy effects, like so you have kind of slick cobblestones. oh, what's it called? You have some mediums, I guess, and if you paint a gloss medium over the cobblestones, they will look glossy and shiny. And if you have them highlighted here and there, it should look pretty good. I don't think it will be easy, because you will have to do that across the board to kind of give it the full effect with kind of like some, yeah, but it should be possible, but you need to use some glossy effects. I'm not going to try that myself, at least not on an entire board, but maybe for like a small diorama. That would could be really cool, now that I think about it. But making an entire board with water drops and stuff, that sounds like too much work for me, at least. But feel free to try your luck, of course. I am done with the gray for now, and I want to see if we can highlight up a little bit of the wood. Kind of want to get that going a little bit as well, to kind of see where I'm going. Thank you, Photron, and thank you for joining the stream. It's been a while. It's been a while, so I'm happy that you have joined us yet again. It is. Let me get the pieces. You haven't seen the build. Let's go. I even made a shit house for my moderator Jelly Moon. Oh, you got the game in. I haven't been able to start playing the game for the campaign yet, sadly. Here we go. It is. It's not as much a harbor as it is like a mooring spot, kind of like a checkpoint, I guess, for traveling further up the river or further down the river. I don't know which way it's going. This boat is obviously too big to pass through this this bridge. So maybe this is the end. You can't travel any further up the river unless you have like a tiny boat. So we have done a lot lately. I will kind of try to put the pieces down where they are supposed to go. Come on, I need longer arms. Or maybe. So, this is what we are looking at so far. And these are also all the buildings that are going to be on the board. So this is how the tile is going to pan out. To kind of have the entrance, one entrance up here from the mooring, and you have of course the big river that you can cross to get into the city. And down here we have a ruined wall that kind of falls into the riverbed, and also gives you another option to kind of get into the city proper. We have some like a tiny guard post there, and like more of a proper guardhouse here, and there is like the big ass house in the background that is kind of like the maybe the commanders, the Lord Commander's residence or something like that. Yes, if you need some leaves, you can have some of mine for free. Of course, I do have quite a bit of them at the moment. As you are a local man, a local legend. For the sign it says Town Square and the other one says East Gate for the sign on the bridge. I just went kind of bland but safe. Kind of makes sense. I'm going to add a sign for the entrance kind of here, because it's looking super boring at the moment. And I'm thinking of making a like and subscribe signpost just for shits and giggles. And also so people will like and subscribe. Not that my videos are on YouTube yet, but soon they will be. I will be making or cutting together my Twitch streams into kind of like semi-tutorials, semi-build videos, I guess. Which hopefully should be fun. I don't know. And hopefully it will get more people. If people like the videos on YouTube, we might get more people on the Twitch, which would be really fun. Let's see. I'm going to start dry brushing some wood. For wood, I use it's based with the primer, and then I go in with some raw sienna, which is this bright kind of yellowish brown, which when you dry brush it over the dark brown, it kind of gives it this yellowish tinge, which I think is really good. I really like it. And if we have anyone in chat who likes this kind of stuff and haven't followed yet, please consider doing so. It really helps out. And it gives you a notification if you want when I go live and continue making stuff like this. I will continue to make at least another tile for this board. It's going to be 4 tiles in total, and this is tile number 3. And I'm not sure, yeah, you kind of see here it's a bit of yellowish, and it kind of looks a bit sickly in my eyes, and kind of like rotten wood when you have the yellowish brown over the dark brown, and then you can highlight it up with the creamy brown, which really picks out the different textures, and yeah, just gives it a nice highlight. And you don't have to do the highlight exactly the same all over the place. Just let the randomness work in your favor, and yeah, just enjoy it. Just enjoy that some places have more paint than the other. Wood usually kind of warps and is a lot of different colors when you look at it. And we can go back. I'm thinking of, especially around this area, I want to kind of tinge it with maybe some brown, not browns, greens, to kind of make it look like it's been stuck in some tepid water, or like, you know, some, yeah, I don't know, something like that. Are we talking about foreplay already? I've been losing the plot lately. If there is more than a couple of people in the chat, I don't know what's going on anymore. But I don't mind. I love all of you more than a friend, of course. You are Mordheim's beauties. And did you notice the commercials, Photron? Did you notice that I have become a pretty big deal? I am a professional Twitcher now, with commercials and a really steady income of at least 10 cents every stream, I think. Check. I think this is it's building up real nice. The color. I'm not sure how much of it picks up on camera. Hopefully it should be visible to you guys as well. But at least to the naked eye, it is really starting to build up nicely. It's taking the dry brush like a champ. And yeah, looking mighty fine. If I do say so myself, let me adjust the camera ever so slightly so it's easier for me to capture it. Yes, you got in on the ground floor. We do have some of the OGs in the chat now. Photron and the Jelly Moon Productions. Did you see? Well, it gets kind of chalky, but if you have a little bit more moisture in the paint, it doesn't sound like dry brushing, but it still is. It still kind of picks up all the edges. Did you see? I will show you once again, Photron, if I didn't show you already. But you know, for like the OGs that stick around, they get like special bits and pieces. And this is Jelly Moon. He suggested I built an outhouse, so I made this one especially for him, like a kind of a tribute and a thank you. So I think I will be adding some bits and pieces all over the terrain for the people who are in here often, which is, I know it's not like a distinctive honor or anything, but I hope it's a small token of gratitude that people will think is fun. The Jelly Moon garderobe, yes, you can go in there and change. Or at least you can leave it feeling like a better man, feeling like a load has been lifted. Okay, sometimes like I get a bit, impatient when I don't get the instant results, which can be kind of dangerous. It is much better to build up, just do a second passing of the dry brush instead of adding a lot of paint to the brush, and because you might ruin what you have been building up so far, and it's not worth it. But it is really easy to get antsy and go ham. Go ham bananas, as we like to say on this channel. Halfling Command Center. Is that the toilet, or what are we talking about? A Halfling Command Center sounds kind of fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. Ah, come on. Yes. Oh, there we go. We had some hot glue. I will have to attach, or I will put some makeup on it. It kind of left a spot where the glue used to be. Oh, now I'm all over the place doing so many stupid mistakes. Luckily, it won't matter in the end. And I'm trying to... This masked kind of thing, I forgot to use the steel brush of corn on it, so it's kind of smooth. So hopefully I will be able to dry brush it up so it looks kind of wooden. That's the boat. It's all dry brushed, and I will do the same for the docks. And let's see where we end up. Yes, the halflings running amok in the Mordheim was a bit of a surprise, being honest, but I really enjoyed it. Came as such a big surprise. We have a local player. He is very involved in pretty much all the tabletop games, and he's just like overall a really nice guy. But he has terrible luck with dice rolls, and he doesn't make really competitive or hard lists or anything. He just wants to play what he thinks is fun to play, you know. But the last year he came in third with his crazy halfling warband, which I think took a lot of people by surprise, including myself. Now let's see. I'm going over. The wood is taking the dry brushing really good. Oh shit! I got a bit antsy once again, but it's no worries. Well, the wood is looking a bit more interesting now that it has its when it has been dry brushed, at least in my opinion. I'm just going over this with a dry brush, and I will pick out the metal with with some rust detailing later on to kind of make it pop out. Now we are going to dry brush the outhouse. What a magical little house it is. So many adventures that happen inside this tiny little box. And here we go. Trying to pick out all the wood detailing. Doesn't matter if I dry brush the clay, because I will paint over that after I'm done with the dry brushing. Same here with the shingles, dry brushing the wood, because I will paint the shingles later on. I will probably do that last. Let's grab some more paint. Get it all nice and dry brushed. Look, I even made a tiny little heart. The last tile, I don't know. I haven't even begun to plan it. Oof. This is way too much paint, but if you have a finger or two, that's all you need to kind of rub it away. I have no idea what the last tile will be. The initial idea was like a big watermill, but the river is kind of veering off. But I might put in a watermill at one of the corners, because I really want to do that. But I might save the watermill for a later build. I do really like watermills though. They look amazing. I need to kind of try to tie up all the remaining tiles to kind of make it all fit together, like not thematically, because thematically all the tiles are kind of stupid. It doesn't make as much sense in like a city. It's all kind of mushed together, like it would be like there's a church right next to it's kind of mushed together like a miniature version of what a city would be, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. But I'll just have to see. If people have any ideas or suggestions, I am all ears. The worst that can happen is that I don't use your what you suggest, and but it might inspire me to if not the exact thing you propose, it might be lead to something else. Yeah, it could be a bend or a canal. That is true. But I'm not sure what I will be doing with that. Now I see that time is unfortunately running out. So I will be needing to head off and shut down the studio. This always happens. I never have the proper time to wind down the stream, but I'm very happy with the progress today. I got so much paint on and it kind of transformed the entire board, in my opinion. So I'm very happy with today's effort. Very happy to have all of you guys join in and chat and yeah, give me ideas, all that kind of good stuff. As always, I'm trying to build a community, so if you have anyone that might be interested in watching this and yeah, who likes Mordheim or terrain or just hobby stuff in general, feel free to spread the good word of Mordheim Chris. Hopefully, I will be able to do another stream later this week. I most definitely will, when I think about it, but I'm not quite sure when it will be. Yes, we will have to play soon. Fortron, I can't wait. I want to kind of just make some proxies for my Ostlander warband because I really want to see how they are in action. So I might be doing some proxies while I build my warband. Anyway, thank you so much once again for watching. If you haven't followed already, please consider doing so. And catch you next time. Bye bye and smooches.